Thank you for coming to create with me today. My name's Mary Ellen Stites, and I'm going to show you a fun technique that uses some new pads. So let me put you down on our screen. Did this before, there we go. Okay, so this is using a pad that's not exactly new to Stampin' Up. These we had previously in years past, and then we brought them back. But they are uninked. So they come uninked. They're called Spectrum pads. And what you're going to do is, this one's already been inked, but you're going to take your re-inker and the color choices that you want and just ink them up. And that's how you use them. And to use it, it's got a little thumb here, and you're just going to push it together and use it as ink pad. And I'm going to show you a fun technique today. And then when you're done, you have to pull it apart. Otherwise, the lid won't go on. So then to show what's in it, I'll take like a little, I'll push them together, and I'll take a little strip of paper, and usually I just lay it down and press it down, usually not with my fingers, usually with some kind of paper, and then I get the color on there, and then what I'll do is I'll adhere it with a little bit of liquid adhesive on the top of my pad, and then I always know what colors are in there. I can pretty much figure these out and re-ink it when I need it. So what we're going to do today is a technique using some glossy paper. So I'm going to push my pad together, and I've got some pieces of paper that are 2 3/4 square, and I'm going to just run my pad across it. So it's got this little nub here, so that kind of does get in the way sometimes. If you don't like your fingers to get dirty, please use gloves or something, but I don't mind. So I almost said something that didn't sound that professional, like dirty girl something, but anyway, ignore that. So then I'm just gonna swipe my ink pad across the glossy paper, and I'm trying to keep it fairly in the same plane so that the colors don't mix too much. And that's really all there is to it. You're gonna just set that aside to dry, or you're gonna use your heat tool. I've got a couple here and some other colors. There's some bright colors, and here's some more subtle or beachy type colors. And there is this one that's a little more fall. So I'm going, since I already have this one done, I'm gonna bring in my Big Shot. And I'm going to use the leaf from Falling Leaves, and I'm going to cut it out. Now, this does, I don't have my die brush here. That would make things go a lot easier, so I'm just going to use my paper piercing tool and pull this out of the die. It doesn't take too much effort, but there are some pieces here that I have to poke out to make this look pretty. So you'll see how the colors, because this is kind of, I'll say semi-intricate die, you don't have to be super exact about getting your paper completely covered, because there's so many holes in this die. I guess it would depend on what you were cutting. There's so many holes in this die that it doesn't hurt if there's some hiccups in your images. So rather than you watching me do that, I'm going to just set those aside. I have a couple here that are already cut. Here's a pretty fall one. I'm just going to tear this off so you have to see that color. Okay, so here's a pretty fall, pinks and purples, and oh, I really like this one too. So let me show you the card that I did with it. This is with that same set. Super easy card, super simple. You stamp the ink in the ombre of color, and then my friend had asked me about this, and I told her the color's wrong. Because I wasn't looking at the right ink pad. So I think this is, in case you're interested, Blueberry Bushel, Bermuda Bay, Garden Green, or Tranquil Tide. Both would look gorgeous. Rich Raspberry, and then Fresh Fig. And then if you have questions about the other ones, you can ask me. I will let you know, but just on this one is the Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, uh, Berry Burst, Fresh Fig, and Gorgeous Grape. So that's that one. And that is really what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you'll really enjoy the Spectrum pads. I love them. They're really awesome. There's a lot of techniques, and I'll try to bring you some new techniques in the future. So have a good day.